So, you know, what happens here, they are darkened in their understanding, excluded from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them and because of the hardness of their hearts. The ignorance, we're going to stop there for a minute. That means there's something that they weren't taught. Ignorance does not mean someone is totally dumb. It's just there's something in the subject or about themselves. It says it's in them. This is probably explaining people such as myself and Michael Jackson and a lot of others, probably Usher. But let's see. They are darkened. Well, the fish ain't darkened until you put something on it to darken it, right? So darkened. So someone darkened them. They didn't say they are darkened. Someone did it. In their understanding. So someone has darkened their understanding and is excluded from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them. That's one thing. And because of the hardness of their hearts. So I don't let my heart get hard. If your heart doesn't get hard, you won't feel like you want to do things to others that's been done to you. You won't feel like you need to manipulate a situation to get someone back. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to utilize any of the laws that exist in order to have justice here on in this realm as well as in the other realm, which has already won. See? So now we got to realize, so they've been darkened, and that means they've been, and then their ignorance, because of the ignorance, that's when they don't let us form a lot of different things where we're still a child. I am a 56-year-old little girl. I can't really explain the ways, but I do know that I see it on Michael Jackson. I see it on Janet. I see it on my cousins Janelle and Jalen. I see it on my brother Jeffrey. Julian, let's think. Yeah, I've seen it in him. And my sister. I've just named pretty much the whole generation of mine, huh? And if not my generation, the age group in my family. Because we're going to add William. He's not in the age group, but he's in the generation. And I see it in Quincy. And in her daughter. After a while, you don't know to teach your kids certain things because you don't even know. A lot of these things I've learned on my own. I raised myself, and then you go to take classes, read books, watch videos, go to groups. Because it doesn't matter how old you get. You're still the age you were. And you can't tell if you made $1 million by the time you was 10. If you realized you made $1 million by the time you was 10, you wouldn't work no more and ask where my motherfucking money is. So now, excuse my language. They become callous and gave themselves over to the promiscuity for the practice of every kind of impurity with a desire for more and more. So you don't let people teach you what your sexuality and your womanhood is. You teach yourself that. I'm here to tell you the lesbians don't need no man to teach them their femininity or their sexuality or their sexiness. So that's why that's a damn lie. He taught you how to be able to be taken advantage of, just like those young white girls. You need to grow up. And if you don't understand, don't worry about it. Do what I said do and see if they still there. Wait till this shit blow the fuck over. And see if they're still standing, or to see if they one of the bowling pins that fall down. If anything, that's what you want to do. And then you go and explain to somebody what happened to you, like a therapist. Explain exactly your relationship and exactly how each and everything went down. And I bet you'll blow your own mind. Why do you think I learned? I already knew, because they were raising me to be like my cousin Lila and turn all these motherfuckers out. I know I stopped letting them bother me, but I know exactly what they was creating. They was creating a female Diddy up in this bitch. So I see the whole motherfucking thing. I was raised to do this. What's being done to you. Dupree, he probably just picked it up after they finished molesting his little short ass. Naomi, a lot of models start fucking and sucking. And if you've been at the Epstein thing, you must owe. Or you feel like that you owe that white bitch who introduced you to her when you was a little girl, because you said everything happened to you when you was a kid. Well, you sound like you turned narcissistic. You didn't turn Tanya Cummins up in here. Naomi horse face. I didn't say you wasn't beautiful. You're a beautiful horse. They ride you like a motherfucking stallion. You could make enough money walking on the boardwalk or walking on that floor, on that thing. You should have never let them send you to Epstein when you was a little girl and get groomed into doing this to others. Epstein's gone and Giselle is in the jail. Y'all trying to get Jackson to make her some money? We don't need to get that bitch no pimping money. R. Kelly and Cordelia done sent some letters to each other to say, let's get some motherfuckers out the... Well, honey, the modeling agency don't need to go to the music industry. They got a whole bunch of pussy over there. So it's you that they want to pimp. They're trying to buy you from your owner at the music company. And you might be owned by Diddy on accident. Did you see that? Diddy might be trying to buy you back. You don't want to get bought back. Just don't go no more. I didn't say you got to be my relative. I just said how to get out of that shit and turn in anything and go talk to any kind of professional. And whatever they said, I bet you they agree with me about the motherfucking two-ass, motherfucking bitch-ass, prostituting, pedophiliac little girl and boy, Naomi and Dupreciation. Or just grown-ass kids, pedophiliacs sent out to pick up some more kids, and they want to pick up some more grown kids. And I know I'm a grown kid, bitch. You got narcissistic, Dupree. You already turned in the crisscross to make you. You ain't shit but a turned out motherfucker. Your family turned you out and sold you to the public and sold you in as the pimp I would have been if I was there. Y'all don't want this pimp to come the fuck out, motherfucker. I'm that brothel bitch from that south. Y'all ready to leave Janet alone. Janet, you need to decide right now, because I done went out there to save your motherfucking ass. I done went and broke the motherfucking curse like a motherfucker. This will be the third time, because I did it on the motherfucking Facebook, because my family keeps seeming to not send everybody their motherfucking memo. You don't have to do that no more. Your soul is all good. If you owe some pussy contracts, so do the richest hoe on the pornography field. What? See? Model bitch, you supposed to be at the porno show. Picking up bitches. Over here trying to get the queen of the motherfucking music, trying to get the female, the next. I done already got Michael Jackson's soul back. He over there being the motherfucking angel of music. Him and his motherfucking sister. I'm the spirit warrior that came to try to tell that motherfucker I can't make him drink the water, but I sure can tell him what water smell like. And it smell like you need to get out the water. and get rid of any and everybody. Those motherfuckers know. You get on the media and anybody been sitting next to them, that motherfucking Dupree ain't shit but a child molester from the hood. You look at how people was when they grew up. You, baby, did not grow up like none of these people. These people are not originally good people like you are. I ain't gonna say was. You are originally a good people. Not were and was. You better stop telling your bitch ass that stuff. A bitch is a female dog that's led around. Oh, they know that you can get a lot of kids from Janet Jackson. They tried to put your brother in there. He said, fuck that. But he sure didn't tell you not to go because you wouldn't have. Well, he's telling you now with my motherfucking throat. Let me clear my throat. Too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle and the pain is thunder. I'm the baby, went to the doctor. God must have me here to tell you that shit. My Auntie Marcia, the Playboy Bunny, already told me I can't save baby monsters. And you've been that. We've all been trying to turn to baby monster. But when you look at me, Janet, Toya, and all them damn brothers you got, they ain't got no goddamn backup. Each one of them said I had an army. And Michelle, did you give birth to all these motherfuckers? Because they act just like the ones you gave me. Fucking a whole bunch of Jeffries and motherfucking Tonys sitting back there acting like Jackson 5 and 10s. What the hell ain't a Jackson done? I ain't never seen a motherfucker with so many brothers that ain't got no backup. Punk! I ain't never got so mad till right now in my whole life. What kind of motherfucking brothers are y'all? Your sister shouldn't have to worry about sitting next to no PD. Go get your sister! You didn't love them. See, I think they're not y'all. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking like that, because y'all treating her like my family's treating me. And my problem with it is, they ain't a bad bitch like me. Better leave Janet alone, Harpo. My page turned. Let's see what happened. Oh, my page turned. Guess what my page turned to? A message for me. If I speak human or angelic tongues, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clangy cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and will acknowledge, and if I have all faith so that I can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. Well, if I speak in a human or angelic tones, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong. And we don't care if we talk this way. It's just as noisy. I just finished being. Just that I'm talking with plenty of love. That's why I talk so loud. I can talk loud. If it's noisy and gongy, no, it's truth. And if it feels gongy, fuck that! If I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so that I can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I was just a simple motherfucking fan, I'd sit back and watch the TV like every motherfucking body else. In our family even. I said, something turned this page. This is not the page I was reading. Because it turned to Corinthians. Ephesians. Let's talk about my tongue again. Y'all just go can with a grain of salt. Because y'all non-cursing motherfuckers ain't trying to prophesize for people. Michelle. Your tongue is very motherfucking sharp. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy, is not boastful, is not arrogant, is not rude, and not self-seeking, is not irritable, does not keep a record of wrong. Love finds no joy in unrighteousness and rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Love will never do without you. It says, but as for prophecies, they will come to an end. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will. See, you might not get to hear me talk to you no more. Let's see what it do say. Come to an end. See what I say? For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when the perfect comes, the partial will come to an end. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put aside childish things. For now we see only a reflection as in the mirror, but then face to face. Woo, that's just what I finished talking about. Who turned my page to the pages, honey? I was in Ephesians. That page turned by itself. Now I know in part, but then I will know fully, as I am fully known. Now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Because I can't have faith in anything but God, but God's going to give you a choice. And all I can do is have hope that you pick the right one. And that would be the person that loves you for real, telling you the truth. Why would be, honey? Pursue love, prophecy, a superior gift. Pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, and especially that you may prophecy. For the person who speaks in another tongue is not speaking to people, but to God. Since no one understands him, he speaks mysteries in the spirit. On the other hand, the person who prophesies speaks to people for their strengthening, encouragement, and consolation. The person who speaks to another tongue builds himself up, but the one who prophesies builds up the church. I wish all of you spoke in other tongues, but even more that you prophesied. The person who prophesies is greater than the person who speaks in tongues, unless he interprets, so that the church may be built up. So now, brothers and sisters, if I come to you speaking in other tongues, how will I benefit you unless I speak to you with a revelation or knowledge or prophecy or teaching? Even lifeless instruments that produce sounds, whether flute or harp, if they don't make a distinction in the notes, how will what is played on the flute? Man, I just finished talking about this too, and y'all know I ain't read this. It ain't even orange or yellow, green. How would they be recognized? In fact, if the bougie makes an unclear sound, who will prepare for battle? In the same way, unless you use your tongue for intelligible speech, how will what is spoken be known? For you will be speaking into the air. See, that's talking to me. So now, I guess I might not be intelligible. Baby, you doing some goddamn, where you was like I'm talking. You gotta get what the program thought you understood. Well, you don't? Yeah, I really need to stop then. Intelligible might be intelligent. And you're extremely intelligent. But we're still naive and unfortunate and impressionable. So too am I. I'll use more intelligible speech. I will make another video with more intelligible speech, because I can't wait. It takes so long to upload and make videos that whatever we're getting out of this one, please do, and please listen to it again anyway, because this is how they talking behind your back. This is how the people are talking. This is the language they use. If you haven't heard it, this is what they're using, okay? And I'm not going to subject you to that. See, my book turn page is good. You'll be talking to everybody. So I'm going to get more intelligible. And I'm going to try and articulate this in the best language possible. I'm not trying to make you afraid. I'm just trying to give you a sense of urgency and awareness. Hopefully this right here will help you listen to the other. But I think it might not. It might be similar to when I was telling the people don't point, like, because it makes your customers blink and they can't watch your show if you're doing that. So I'm going to change my intelligibility of language to one that is more intelligent and intelligible. But I do not want to lose the sense of urgency. And I want you to still pick your voice the fuck up. And try to get it louder. And however loud it is, so what? If it's louder, if you want to be as loud as I do, get it there. When you see something you don't know much about, then you can't sign nothing and you don't want to read no more of it. I got right to this word here and I didn't understand the word and because I don't know why it's anding right there. It's anding, I don't know why it's anding right there. So I'm just going to take this and think about it. I'm going to need 45 days. To decide whether I'm going to run this past my attorney or not, my accountants. Because you got to see what the money words in there meant. And did they change by the time it got to the end of the contract? See, that first paragraph can sound real good. The rest of the paragraph start unwrapping things. Now, pursue love and desire special gifts. Well, I desire special gifts, but you know what? We got to get out the pleasure and get back to the principle. Where's my Ephesians go? 13 something, 90 something. That thing told me that. So here we go. Honey, God told me turn page because he said, this baby of mine ain't been to where she can hear like that. She ain't been to where she can hear like that, and she gonna think wrong of you if you talk like that, and she's gonna think you talk like that when I don't. Okay? I'm going to try my best not to let my emotions take over my voice. It's just hard when it comes to self, because this is, I feel, me, because I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm sure somebody somebody somewhere done heard me talking what I'm talking about. And somebody somewhere knows who I am. So you got to get in line with it, or you got to get in line with the rest of my family. There's a lot of people in this world that already know. So you got to pick, and this is God giving you another choice. Because see, I can't save baby monsters. My auntie told me, the Playboy Bunny. She says, I'm good and I'm strong. And the spirit realm, I'm really strong. People are afraid of this. I'm still learning, but so far, they gets out the way. Somebody and something in the spirit realm sends things down here. And I'm still here. Oh, they can kill me any second. But it's to do not cower. Because if they're going to kill you any second, they'll kill you any second anyway. And there's always a second going. Isn't it just another second went by, another one and another one. So why be afraid in 1 minute? If you're going to be afraid like I'm telling you. It don't bring no more fear. Fear can't build up much. Not much past this. You're supposed to be afraid that you ain't got made enough dollars for your kids. That get scared of that. And then close your legs. Because you can't make money with the coochie out all day. Or with other people's coochies. You figure out how to make a real business. Go ask your kids what kind of things they're interested in. So they'd be interested in keeping the business when you're gone. Now, here go me. They're telling me again. Let all bitterness and anger and wrath, shouting and slander be removed from you, along with all malice, and be kind and compassionate to one another. Forgive one another just as God also forgave you in Christ. Therefore, be imitators of God. It's okay. I'll get much, much, much nicer. I want you to get much, 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 much more. And I'll go the other way too. And I'll meet you in the middle, girl. I'll meet you in the middle. Because I'm not mean to people. But I can be. And the subject, I've been in it. And I'm still working on it. And I'm still working on keeping my coochie tight. Just like Carrie Williams said about the booty hole. I think I'm working on my booty hole too, even though I didn't know I'm gonna work on both them holes, okay? Which means you just gotta work on yourself. Change your way of thinking. I'm thinking when you went on the field trip to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis' house, they should have taught you. You should have come back knowing how to be the producer and everything. But see, every time you get another age group, you got to get groomed for the next age group that you in. Because you might accidentally get smart because you've been on the earth a little while. But they keep us half asleep even though we're singing. The other day I really learned that. I said I need to stay awake while I'm awake, baby. You don't know if they just letting you take naps and got you under hypnosis. What did I say, Tanya? And that's why I'm not in. They don't have me in control. You still might be in. You might be having your acquaintances arranged too. Huh, Kate? I think you're on BB. Because somebody was going to take both babies and then they didn't. I'm that genius, baby. I remember y'all saying that you don't get it. You don't get it. I've always remembered these things that I'm saying. Just that I didn't have a reason to say anything, or the safety, or know the understanding of a safety from y'all anyway. Because my mic's too loud for you to come this close. I love you very much, and I don't know much, do I? I just know that somebody raised them brothers of hers not to take care of her. That I do know. And they raised those brothers of hers not to take care of that baby brother either. That I do know. And that's how Michelle raised my siblings to do me. And that I do know. So they're jealous of the two of you, Janet. And don't be sad when you get killed. We in the same family. My family's trying to kill me. They'll be sad. They killed Julie and Earl Lanier. The Playboy Buddy's son. The three of us. And Michael Jackson should have been dead by now, baby. So don't go into the industry unless you do it right, like our auntie on that primetime video. You don't need nobody but a few family members. Go down to that goddamn country city, and they got some people down there that already know how to do it, and it'll work for you. If you're going to get some strangers to do that kind of work, you might as well get some motherfucking professionals with your blood. We need no motherfucking strangerships. They trying to get what you know. They know our pedigree. It's in the wrist. You got your own money. You don't need nobody to help you make none. You go open businesses, not coochies. Not those. And if you open some kind of coochie thing, no, you do your own shit like that old lady auntie we have. That way, when you get old, she was pimping till she was 90-something. Let's make this clear. Ain't nobody did it like her, and can't nobody do it like her but you or I. Or the next generation. Marsha could have done it. Michelle's sloppy ass trying to kill me like this. She can't do it. Tony's goddamn pimp ass daddy raised her to be the bottom bitch, not the motherfucking pimp. Although she got pimp in the other side of her blood. Because we got the same auntie that Michelle and that Ned had. Diddy's sister and sister-in-law. Peace out.